Hello my dear friends, I hope you all are doing good. I am Prashant Mauni and I welcome all of you to StudyIQ. Dear friends, the topic that we are going to discuss today is Kashmir dialogue. Recently, Home Minister in a press conference has said that government of India is going to start a sustained dialogue on Jammu and Kashmir. And I believe that I don't have to emphasize here the importance of Jammu and Kashmir, the topic of Jammu and Kashmir, for all those students who are preparing for competitive exams. Even if you are not preparing for competitive exams, then I must say that in my opinion, again, this topic of Jammu and Kashmir is a topic about which each and every citizen of our country should have a good understanding. Dear friends, we will discuss about Jammu and Kashmir and recent dialogue in detail, but before that I would like to introduce all of you to our pen drive and tablet courses for different exams like UPSC, Bank, SSC and other government exams of national and state levels. StudyIQ offers pen drive and tablet courses. The good thing about this pen drive and tablet courses is that they are designed by the best faculties of our country. They will help you a lot with your preparation, and if you want to know more about it, all you have to do is check out StudyIQ.com. If you have any further questions or queries regarding it, you can feel free to give us a call on this number, and on our site you will also find chat support. You can throw your question or you can utilize this chat support for question queries, or if you want to know more about this pen drive and tablet courses. Now dear friends, it was on 26th October 1947 when then Maharaja Hari Singh of princely state Jammu and Kashmir signed an instrument of accession. By signing this instrument, Jammu and Kashmir, which was earlier a princely state, became an inseparable part of our country. And 26th October, that was yesterday, it marked 71st anniversary of this accession of Jammu and Kashmir to India. Dear friends, since then we have seen many ups and downs, and we know it very well that this place, this part of our country, which was famously known as heaven on earth, became a sort of boiling point, you can say, or it became a sort of disturbed area in our country, particularly because of insurgency that started in late 1980s and early 1990s. Because of these things, we have seen many people have lost their life, and to sort this thing out once and for all, government has decided to start a sustained dialogue on Jammu and Kashmir. This whole thing started, or the hint of this sustained dialogue was provided by Prime Minister of our country on his Independence Day speech. At that point of time, he said that na gale laga ke na, I beg your pardon, he said that na goli se na gali se Kashmir ki samasya suljegi gale lagane se. That means Kashmir's problems can be solved only with embracing the people of Kashmir, not with bullets or abuses. And he is right as well. He is very right. And if you ask the opinion of experts, if you ask the people or the police personnel and army personnel and all these people, then they are even prime ministers and other ex-ministers and experts in this topic, they are saying that we have to use both carrots and sticks when we have to deal with this issue of Jammu and Kashmir. The other thing is that the decision of government of India to start a sustained dialogue is welcomed by most of the stakeholders, and when I say most of them, then you can understand that we are not talking about separatists. They are still quite on this decision of government of India. But let's see how things will turn out. Now dear friends, this is not the first time as well. I must mention that government of India has tried to sort out this issue of Jammu and Kashmir. It was earlier as well. We tried in 2001. At that point of time, KC Pant was appointed as an special envoy or official envoy of of government of India on Jammu and Kashmir. In 2003, it was NN Vora. Right, he was appointed as an interlocutor of government of India, and NN Vora is at present the governor of Jammu and Kashmir. In 2010, under the prime ministership of Manmohan Singh, at that point of time as well, a 3-member committee was appointed to look after this issue. but we have failed so far, and there are some reasons as well. The first reason is that all this appointments or all these committees were given a sort of a strict deadline. Now you can understand that this issue is in itself a very big issue, and you cannot expect things you cannot expect a result in a couple of months or couple of weeks, or you may say in 1 or 2 years. It all depends how we are approaching the whole issue, isn't it? So giving a timeline, what we are doing is the time when we were opting for this tenure based approach, what mistake we did is that because of this clock ticking on this people, right, or on this interlocutors and official envoys, they were looking for some ad hoc solution so that they can present something to the government and the people of our country. The second reason why we failed at that point of time or in the past is because of Pakistan. Pakistan was too active inter-service intelligence. We know it very well that inter-service intelligence is training people for all sort of armed insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir. It is providing weapons, it is providing training and logistics and money and all this support that is required for insurgency. So this was quite active, and this is the second reason why we were not able to sort out this thing. And the third reason is we were not able to provide a sort of conducive environment as well. We were not able to build a conducive environment, I must say, and I will explain to you, and you will come to know what exactly conducive environment is as we move ahead in this discussion. But at present there are some things, things have changed a lot, and there are many things that are in favor of our country. First of all, Pakistan is not at all in a good shape because of its deeds. It is in bad light, may it be in the eyes of USA, even China as well. In the last BRICS meeting has said that there are some terrorist groups in Pakistan, and it has finally accepted this thing. If you see United Nations, then as well Pakistan is infamous at present. Around the world it is infamous for all these nefarious activities and its support for terrorism. The other thing is that if you go through the media reports and discussions that are taking place on various platforms like Rajya Sabha and DD News, and we find that experts, many times experts or ex uniform service personnel, you hear their discussions and you find that everyone is having one opinion in common, and that is that things are in favor of India. The way India is approaching this issue, we can say that it is a sort of mature approach. So there are some good things in our side, and Pakistan is weak at present. So you can say that this is a right time. Now the thing is, dear friends, what we are going to do this time that is going to be different from what we have did earlier on. The thing is, Government of India has decided, or in fact it has appointed Dineshwar Sharma, who was a former intelligence bureau, who is in fact a former intelligence bureau chief, right, director of intelligence bureau, and he is appointed as a special representative. Now let me give you a sort of brief regarding what interlocutor and special representative is all about, because recently we have also seen that Dr. Jitendra Singh is specially came out in the media, and he said that he clarified that Mr. Sharma is not an interlocutor, he is in fact a special representative. What happened earlier on, or this time, government is focused, right? Government wants to stick to the issue of Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier on, when interlocutors were dealing with this thing, at that point of time it was more political, and the scope was wide, or it was made wide by many people who were interacting with these interlocutors, and they were providing their own premature ideas, and this was distorting the whole focus. But this point of time, that now this Mr. Sharma's team, or this Mr. Sharma, the special representative, is going to stick with only a singular issue, and that is to start a sustained dialogue, right? So this is a small difference between Small in terms of name, but big in terms of action, you can say. So this is the thing, and government has given full freedom to Dineshwar Sharma. He can engage with anyone he likes, right? And this includes separatist leaders as well. He can engage with separatist leaders as well. But I must clarify here that of course he is not going to talk with Pakistan, and he is also not going to engage with terrorists like Hafiz Saeed and other terrorists. So there won't be any sort of talks with Pakistan and terrorists. It is only pertaining to the people of our country, right? So dear friends, now let's see the profile of Dineshwar Sharma. He is a retired IPS officer of 1979 batch. He has served as a director of Intelligence Bureau. So now you can understand very well that he is a very decorated officer, and he has also handled X branch, a branch that is engaged in collecting vital intelligence, and it is a sort of political desk as well. So he has worked in different leadership position. He has handled many sort of challenging tasks as well, and he has worked with Ajit Doval. We know Ajit Doval very well. He is termed as 007 of our country, isn't it? So he has worked with him as well, and so we can safely say that he has all the capacities, right? His profile indicates that he is a capable person in himself. The other thing is that if we see the strengths, the other strengths that are not discussed in the media, right, but if we go through his personal background, then we know that he is apolitical. That means he is not associated with BJP or Congress or any other political party. So all the decisions or the people or the things that he will do will not be seen with a lens of politics. All the people, all the politicians, they know him very well that he is not associated with any political party. So the actions will not get any sort of blame of, you can say, a sort of political favor. He is doing something for BJP or central government or things like that. The other thing is that Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir is like a backyard, right, for Mr. Sharma, because he has worked here since 1992 during the inception era of insurgency in the state. So he has worked in this rough phase as well. He knows in and out of insurgency, which is a good thing. So he knows how, he is quite familiar with the tactics of ISI, inter-service intelligence. So it would be next to impossible, we may say, for ISI and other people to fool him. The other thing is that being an IB man, right, he has more contacts. There was also a demand, or there were some stakeholders who were asking for a political person rather than an apolitical person. But let me tell you that even if government would have appointed any political person, then we can safely say that he or she would not have that many contacts, and he or she would not have a deep and wide network in Jammu and Kashmir when you compare that person with Mr. Sharma, because he has been an IB man, he has worked here, and he has good sources here. The other things, or you can say government has added more teeth to Dineshwar Sharma, or this special representative, by giving him a rank of cabinet secretary. So all the powers that are bestowed on to a cabinet secretary will be enjoyed by Mr. Sharma. So he would be able to talk with people in public. He can talk with them in private as well. He can conduct seminars, and he can use other methods as well for engagement with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The other thing is that, and the change that this time we can see, is that this whole representative, or this whole dialogue, is a mission-based dialogue and not a tenure-based dialogue. So there is no time limit, right? Government has not dictated any sort of time limit that you have to find out solution in 6 months or 2 years or 5 years. No, there is no time limit. But I must also say that that does not mean that this thing is going to go on for next 50 years. Not at all. Judging by his profile, we can safely say that he will start the whole work in a sort of mission mode, but of course we cannot expect him to come out with some statements in next 1 month or 15 days or 6 months. We have to wait and watch. We will see some action, right? We will see some change, but we have to give some time to Dineshwar Sharma, or this special representative. So this overall comparing or judging through, going through his personal profile or his career profile, and going through the things that are going on at present, we can safely say that at present he is in fact a best choice that government has when it comes to engaging with the people of Kashmir, may it be in terms of speaking with them or understanding them or talking with them directly. So we can safely say it is a good choice. The other thing is that, dear friends, if you go through the expert opinions, and this could be either through their interviews, or if you go through the books written on counter-insurgency, then one thing that you will find, and this applies all across the board throughout the world, you find that everyone is on the same page when it comes to countering this insurgency scenario, and that is that you have to use both carrots and sticks, right? You have to use both these things. That means you have to engage with the people, right? The people, innocent people, the people who wants change. You have to engage with the masses, but at the same time you have to control militants as well. So with the terrorists, of course, guns and force is the only thing that we have to use. We have to keep on hunting these militants. We have to control them as well. And you know, I told you about conducive environment, right? I told you about an environment that we were not able to create. Now it seems that we are able to create a sort of environment, because the militants, right, they are not in a good shape as well. Their neck is been broken by the joint operations that are conducted by military and our police personnel of Jammu and Kashmir, right? Operation All Out. The name of the operation is Operation All Out, is going on, and it is hitting this terrorist very badly. So far this year we have hunted down 175. And the other thing is that, dear friends, if you don't create security situation, if you don't create a sort of secure environment, then you cannot expect people to come and talk with you. Because what used to happen earlier on, whenever there was a sort of whenever the people of Jammu and Kashmir, they opted for having a sort of chat with the government, at that point of time these militants used to kill them, and the main motive for this militant was to create a sort of panic in the mind and heart of Jammu and Kashmir, in the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So because of this thing, they were not coming forward to talk. But now when you control these militants, you can create an environment in which there is no fear of this militants, and people will it will pull people to have a chat with this special representative. The other thing is that when you want to negotiate, when we are talking about this sort of insurgency or counter-insurgency scenario, you need to have a good position, right? You have to be at a vantage point. You should be able to see each and everything crystal clear. You should have an upper hand, right? So you should be in a good position, and at present we are in a good position. We have controlled this militants. The other thing is that the Hurriyat leaders or the separatists, their image is, or you can say the mask that they used to carry or they used to wear, is down and out now. People of Jammu and Kashmir, they know it very well that their family members, right, these Hurriyat leaders, family members, they are living a life of luxury abroad, right? Their kids and their family members are living abroad. Their children are studying in top universities of the world, in UK and USA, and they are having all these facilities that one would aspire for. They are having all these things. They have money and everything, but they are giving 500 and 1000 rupees in the hands of young people of Jammu and Kashmir, and they are literally destroying their future. So this thing is well understood by the people of Jammu and Kashmir now. So their image is down as well. NIA, National Investigation Agency has found some good evidence against these Hurriyat leaders and their association with Pakistan, and the way the mentors, or you can say the handlers of these Hurriyat leaders, how they have how these handlers that are controlling them, and of course we know this thing that these handlers are from Pakistan, isn't it? So this all things are out in public, so their image is down, and because of this we can also see the arrest conducted by NIA has also resulted in a sort of dip in stone pelting and all this sort of situation. So this is a right environment, this is a right time when you have control, when you have a proper control over this insurgency, then you can engage with the people, and what the people of Jammu and Kashmir, what they aspire for. See, the thing is, they are the ones who have seen this trauma, they have faced, in fact they have lived under this trauma of militancy, isn't it? And if you go through Jammu and Kashmir, then you will find that more than 90%, right, more than 90% of the people of Jammu and Kashmir are seeking peace. They want peace, they want development, and all this sort of conflicts that are taking place, you find that this sort of conflicts are limited to only 5 districts out of 25 districts. So when we say, or when we read things in media, when we say sort of thing, we make an opinion that the whole Jammu and Kashmir is a sort of a boiling point or is a troublesome place, then that is not right. You can see here that it is only a small percentage of people who are engaged with all this sort of militancy and things like that. And there are some reasons as well, you know, the factor, Pakistan factor and other things. But when you provide them, right, when they sense, now they are able to smell and sense that the people of Kashmir are able to sense this thing, that the government of India is offering them a right solution or right environment, and if you provide this right environment, then of course they are more than happy to talk with you. They are more than happy to find a solution for a sustained, or you can say an everlasting solution for their state, because the youth of Kashmir as well, they know it very well, right? They know it very well that using gun and all this insurgency and everything is a futile thing. It is a thing of no use at all, and this is again a strength in our favor. Recently, when I told you carrots and sticks, so we have talked about sticks now, right? Let's see about let's throw some light on carrots. Now a meeting took place yesterday, right, on the 26th. A meeting took place, and in this meeting you had Home Minister, CM of Jammu and Kashmir, Junior Home Minister, Home Secretary, Chief Secretary of Jammu and Kashmir, and other officials of Home Ministry and Jammu and Kashmir. They had a meeting with each other, and this meeting was particularly about the development package, right? PMDP, Prime Minister's Development Package, and this package is of 80,000 crore rupees. 80,000 crore rupees is not a small amount at all, and this money is going to be utilized for 63 major development projects. I must use the term here, it is an investment, right? It is not an expense at all. This is an investment, because when you invest in the people of Jammu and Kashmir, or in fact when you invest in human resources, the dividends that you get out of it is more than your investment, or the return that you get from investing in a sort of land or property or factory or any other thing. So this money is of course going to be utilized for road development, for power supply, health, education, and creating opportunities for jobs, and border development, and securing the borders and the villages, right, that are on nearby borders. So these things are of course going to provide a sort of good environment, a good future for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is a good move by Government of India. And you can see here that 28%, that is 22,000 crore rupees is already released by the government, and this 78% is basically, you can say, it is sanctioned. So this amount will be released in near future. Dear friends, one more important thing, and we cannot leave this thing at all. A separatist, right? We know that separatists are not happy about this situation. They have not said anything so far, but I must say here that Mr. Sharma has been given full freedom, and we can safely say that he will try to engage with the separatists as well. And now it is up to the separatists. It all depends on them. It is their call, right? They have to take their call, this judgment call. The ball is in their court. They have to decide whether they want to join the mainstream and they want a peaceful Jammu and Kashmir and a good future for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, or they want to be isolated, right? Because now no one is going to pay that much attention to them, right? If they are creating troubles, then army and police are going to look after them, but these things are not acceptable, or government of India and people of Jammu and Kashmir will not accept this sort of barriers that are being created by this separatist. Dear friends, there are many stakeholders with whom this special representative will have a thorough chat, and of course it is Jammu and Kashmir government. And in fact, the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir has also said that she has openly said that these Hurriyat leaders should chat, or they should be taken on board, and this is a sort of signal as well. She has clearly indicated, the elected government of Jammu and Kashmir has indicated that Hurriyat leaders should engage with or should come to the table. If they want to shout, they can shout on the table, but there is no point shouting in the street. Opposition as well is a stakeholder, and special representative will of course discuss things with oppositions. He will hear their opinion and things like that. Then there are local groups, local NGOs who are working for the longest period of time for the betterment of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. You have some think tanks as well, and prominent public personalities as well, who knows in and out about Jammu and Kashmir. So these are the stakeholders with whom our special representative Mr. Sharma will have a thorough chat. But in terms of closing remarks, I would like to add here that he should also seek opinion of police personnel, and he should also seek opinion of military as well. The thing is, recently, if you go through the statement, Mr. Vaid, who is a DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, he has said that we have to use both these things, and political solution is going to be the only option for a everlasting peace. So there are some people who are working here at present in Jammu and Kashmir, so they should be taken on board as well. And of course, iron fist approach when it comes to terrorism, right? We are not going to chat with them. It is only the guns and the bullets that are going to hit them if they create any sort of, if they try to kill any innocent people of our country. So of course military and police will look after them. So, and special representative is not going to chat with them. With this, dear friends, I would also like to add that recently Prime Minister's Office Minister, or Dr. Jitendra Singh, right? Dr. Singh has said that, and when Dr. Singh is saying, you can consider this as an official statement of Government of India. He has said that by 2019, right, things in Jammu and Kashmir, or the insurgency, will get over. He has also said that 2017 is a sort of last phase of militancy in Jammu and Kashmir. The same thing has been said again and again by many, recently of course by many experts, military experts and defense personnel, and other senior police officers like Mr. Vaid. So of course this is good news in itself. The way things are going on, it looks like we are heading in a right direction. And once we are able to curb this sort of insurgency, and once when we are able to make this state of ours in a peaceful position, or you can say when peace will return back to Jammu and Kashmir, it will again become a place that was earlier known as heaven on earth. With this, dear friends, I end this discussion here. Don't forget to check out StudyIQ.com for pen drive and tablet courses, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this lecture with your friends and with other people. You can share it on your social networking site or WhatsApp or other digital platforms. This will help other people as well to know. They will also come to know about this issue. If you have learned something out of it, please do not forget to give us your like, pass your valuable comments. With this, I end this discussion. I will see you all soon. Enjoy your studies. Jai Hind.